Hello everyone, welcome back to the IndieGeekGuy channel and welcome back to Hannibal. Last time on Hannibal, it seems like Jack is on the case, although Hannibal played him for a bit of a fool and we had a cliffhanger ending and I don't know what's going to happen next. It's insane. All I know is that Hannibal and Alana Bloom were smooching and doing the naughty stuff and it made me bleh. But seriously, last episode was jam-packed. Hannibal was having a bit of a block creatively, I suppose is the best way to put it, and then he just figured it out and he figured out his music, and with that a new plan going forward to throw everyone for a loop, and me included. But like I said, it does seem like Jack is going down the right path. It's just a matter of how difficult Hannibal's going to make it for him and how much more torture he's going to exact on him and all that kind of stuff. Gideon also had his leg fed to him via Hannibal. We haven't seen a body of Gideon, so he may still be around, but it doesn't seem likely at this point because they said Last Supper. So I guess we'll see if we get any kind of confirmation on that. But yeah, the big headline is Miriam is alive in the bottom of a big vat thing. Jack has found her. We don't know what this means. We don't know what information she has. Anything. This could blow the case wide open, or it could just make everything way more complicated than we thought it was originally. All I know for sure is it feels like the shit, the fan, it's coming. It's gonna go. But before we jump into this next episode and see what happens, please remember to hit the thumbs up button if you enjoy the reaction and the review that happens afterwards. Also consider subscribing and supporting the channel that way. There's links to the Discord server and my Twitch channel in the description if you want to come hang out and chat and watch me play games. It's a good time. I think you'll enjoy it. But I'm just eager. I'm ready to jump into this next episode of Hannibal, see what happens, but also slightly nervous that I'm going to have to watch Hannibal and Bloom make out some more, and it's going to make me just fucking vomit. But let's do it. Let's get into this. Please, no more smooching. Blech. Oh, this brings up so many questions. This definitely means Abigail might still be alive, though. If Miriam's still alive, I mean, all bets are off. That's all I'm saying.
Thank you. I knew you'd never stop looking.
Yes, now tell him it was Hannibal who did this.
You know who he is.
I don't.
What do you mean you don't? What? What? Did he hypnotize you?
He got inside my head.
Did some psychedelic shit? That makes sense, I guess. Did the same shit to her as he did to Will, more or less?
I saw what I needed in you and I used you. I let you break the rules on my behalf while I hid behind deniability.
Agent Crawford.
God damn, Jack has turned over a new leaf. He has turned over a new leaf since season 1, huh?
Witness must not be able to identify the river by sight. Jack wants them to hear my voice, otherwise I'd be in here alone.
Gonna look right into her soul.
It's not him.
Oh, god damn it. God damn it. Is it really not him, or are you just too afraid to say so? I don't know. I don't know.
The federal prosecutor dropped all charges since you were not convicted of killing anyone.
He's out. He's getting out.
The Chesapeake Ripper has set you free. Mazel tov.
What's the end game here? What's the end game here? Like, Hannibal has to know letting Will out of here is dangerous for him.
Are you suggesting I kill my career before Hannibal can kill me?
Suggesting you convince Jack Crawford however you can.
What's more important at this point?
Like your life depends on it.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Like, you can get another job, right?
Why did
I put Miriam in a room with Hannibal Lecter. She stated definitively he is not the Chesapeake Ripper.
That definitive enough for you?
It wasn't.
Where'd you find Miriam, Jack?
Will's back on the case, baby. He's out here doing his thing. He's gonna catch this mole fucker.
We found Miriam down there. She believed the Ripper brought her here to kill her. He was saving her to be his last victim.
Catch a fish once and it gets away. It's a lot harder to catch a second time.
He's learned from his mistakes. Oh, he's doing it. He's doing it. What's he gonna put together? Was this all designed? Was this entire area designed like a gift wrap?
All of this has been my design. It's theater.
It's all a show. It's all a show.
Brought her here for you to find.
Yep. That was pretty clear. But to what end, goddammit?
You will find something that will lead you away from Hannibal Lecter.
Miriam Lass has already done that.
No. There's someone else. There's someone else here.
Can't trust any of this to be what it seems.
It's all razzle dazzle, baby. Come on, Jack. You know you've learnt this lesson now. You know the game that is being played. How's Alana going to react to this now that Will is completely just cleared? The one thing she knows is that he tried to kill Hannibal. So that's the thing that's upset her the most.
I was wrong about you.
Because you didn't believe me? Or in me?
Because you tried to kill Hannibal.
Yeah, that's what she's getting at. That's what she's getting at.
You see the best in him. I don't.
I don't know where this is going to go. Alana's
Doesn't excuse what you did.
dead, I think. It's the only way I see this going.
I suggest you stay as far away from Hannibal Lecter as you can.
Yeah, about that. They're smooching.
You wish to be helpful expediting Hannibal Lecter's arrest.
I have consulted with the FBI on previous Ripper murders.
You have an agenda with this case, Doctor.
Yes, I have an agenda. Living.
Yeah. As a good motivator, to be fair.
Jack, I dug those memories out of Will. I can dig them out of Miriam.
Ah, this is the angle. This is the angle.
Would listen to chamber music. Still hear that.
You're waking now.
And his voice, low and even, would pull me to him.
Waking in a pleasant room. Waking. Calm. Waking in a pleasant room. Safe.
He was using a different voice somehow? That doesn't sound anything like Mads Mikkelsen.
Neither of us are really free. He's not done.
He still has plans. I'm not sure what they are, but he's got them. I mean, obviously his plan is to get Will on his side somehow so they can be best buds. That's his grand scheme, but how the fuck is he going to do that?
How would killing me make you feel? What does the Chesapeake Ripper want with you?
Oh, you tell me.
If we could just have an honest conversation, that would be beautiful. Beautiful.
How did Miriam Lass find you? You made sure no one could find you that way again?
She found a drawing on a table.
I'm not the Ripper. If I am the Ripper and you kill me, who will answer your questions? Don't you want to know how this ends?
Okay. Guess that means he wants to know how it ends. I mean, I can't want to know. I want to know. Yeah, that drawing ain't there anymore. She's seeing shit. Bits and pieces are there. Come on, Miriam, please.
We also found sodium amytal and scopolamine in Miriam's blood.
Dr. Chilton used scopolamine and sodium amytal on both Gideon and Will during their therapy.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Oh boy, Chilton. Oh boy, you've been set up, my friend. Oh, that's why he hasn't killed you yet. He needs his scapegoat. Oh God, has he put a body down here? Hannibal somehow snuck a body down here, attached to like a heart rate monitor. Is it fucking Gideon? Oh my God, he did. Oh my God. Yep, this doesn't look good for you, bud. This does not look good for you.
That will be the FBI.
Shout! Why did you not just shout, dude?
Wake up.
You are fucked, buddy. I mean, hopefully Will be on his side with this. And that's pretty much his only hope. That and Gillian Anderson, who's gone off into the shadows somewhere. Oh, he killed the FBI agents. and made it look like he did it. Just to double down. Oh my god. I feel like I should have seen this coming. Hannibal needs a scapegoat, which I thought was going to be either Gideon or somebody else. For some reason, Frederick did not come into the picture in my head. And it really, really should have done.
Beverly made a connection, too. Chilton's been a part of the Ripper case since before Will Graham, Hannibal Lecter.
Okay, Jack, don't do this. Don't do this, Jack. Don't see what you want to see again, because you've made this mistake before.
What have you done?
I called Jack Crawford.
No.
Just trust in Will. Trust in Will. I said you were turning over a new leaf, Jack. I said that earlier in the episode. Can you not prove me so harshly wrong immediately? I mean, he's running pretty well without his cane. What's happened here? He's doing pretty good.
Please.
Don't look for the easy answers, Jack. You know that's not how this game works.
Not like you to hide an achievement.
The achievement is not mine.
Whose is it? Hannibal Lecter's.
Oh my god, Alana, please. Please! Oh, I'm gonna go fucking insane.
Until my lawyer arrives. You're waking now.
Oh, he was using his voice. I knew!
Call them.
I fucking knew he was using someone else's voice. Or manipulating his own voice to not sound like his.
You're waking now.
I can't believe this. I actually can't believe this. This is the long game. This is the long game. It's got him in the is he dead? Is he dead? I mean, it was in the cheek. Oh, fucking God. I can't believe it. What the fuck is going on? What? I can't believe this has gone as well as it has. For Hannibal. Actually, what am I saying? Of course I can believe it has. Of course I can.
Hello, Will.
What the fuck is happening?
I come in.
You alright, Will? Why have you pepped yourself up? What's happening here? Why does Will look like he's dressed up to go on a date? What's happened?
What do you expect? I'd like to resume my therapy.
Interesting. Is this his plan? Is this how we're going to trip him up?
Where shall we begin?
This is what Hannibal wants. He wants his therapy sessions. He wants his buddy. But Will is definitely playing a game of his own, and that's where we end. Of course it fucking is. Oh my god. Fucking, we ramped up there. We were like, where is this going? Where is this going? Whoa! Jesus. Okay. Well, that was an episode. We know, or at least I feel, that Hannibal's game that he's playing, that he seems to have got it all going his way at the moment, is that he wants his friend back, but he can't come on too strong because that's too obvious. But he wanted those therapy sessions back with Will because we've had so many episodes of him just looking at an empty chair like, I want my friend back in that chair. And he's got exactly what he wanted at the end of this episode. However, he knows that Will is going to be playing his own game to get to the end because he knows that Will knows the truth of the situation, but he obviously can't have an open and frank discussion because that's too risky. So he's still playing a game. They're both playing games. It's going somewhere. That's still the thing that is going somewhere. But going into this episode, I had a lot of questions about where is Hannibal going with all this? Because obviously he's playing with fire. He's putting himself into a very risky position right now by getting Will out of prison, jail, out of the institution. He's kind of still got a lot of evidence pointing towards him. Jack is going for him. Where is he going with this? And I don't know why, because it was in plain sight this entire time that Chilton is the perfect scapegoat for him. I was like, is he going to use Gideon somehow? And I mean, he sort of did. He did sort of use Gideon. It did come around that. But where is he going? And I cannot believe I did not see that Chilton was the scapegoat, the most perfect scapegoat that's been being built since season 1. Like, how did I not compute that? I don't know. I mean, it looks like Miriam shot him like through the cheek, and then it went through the back of his head. So he must be dead. There's no way he's still alive after that, right? Like, this show's done some crazy shit with making you think people are dead and then they're alive. But that looked like it's pretty much death, even if it was like, like, right? But yeah, ultimately another episode where we've just got to see Hannibal's plan go exactly the way he wants it to. Everything is going his way. Jack, I was like, oh my god, Jack has turned a new leaf. He's gonna be good here. He's not looking at the obvious. He's not looking for the easy answers anymore. And then, bam, as soon as it got put on his plate of, answer, sir, I have an answer for you that is convenient and can give you some closure. And he's like, give me that. Like, no questions asked. I hope at the very least, I mean, we know Jack is going to go for Hannibal at some point. So again, I guess good that they showed that at the start of the season, because my god, how frustrating this would be. But we know he is going to come back round somehow, some way. But for right now, oh my god, I was so sad. I was so disappointed that Jack just took his anger and he wanted that easy escape answer because Miriam was there and all these things just coming in at him. I was so sad about about that. I do wonder what's going to happen to Miriam now. Like, surely there's going to be consequences for her shooting someone in chains. Like, that, you can't just do that. You can't do that, especially since they haven't actually proven his guilt at that point. He's just kind of locked up in custody, I guess. They haven't actually, like, proven it in a court that he is guilty of what they think he's guilty of. So there's going to be consequences for her, I have to assume. And I guess that's all part of the plan for Hannibal. Like, she is there as a tool for him. Like, when she was saying he was just saving me till last, there's probably a half-truth to that. Like, she was kept on the back burner until, like, he felt she might be useful for the future, and if he needed to use her for this very purpose that we're now seeing. But at the same time, if I don't need to use her, I can just eat her, basically. But the plan was enacted, and this was always the plan, apparently. That thing with the voice, though, I knew when we were having those flashbacks to her hearing the voice, it was like, that isn't Mads Mikkelsen's voice. What is this? There's something else going on here. There's something else happening. And there it was. Asked and answered, I guess. It was all a plan to get Frederick in the window, shot, removes Frederick from the picture for Hannibal. Also, I'm guessing the consequences for Miriam will remove her from the picture as well, so he doesn't have to worry about her either. Like, he's just clearing the board. He's just clearing the board, so he's now just got Will exactly where he wants him, and he's just got to play that game. Me and Will across from each other. How do I get him to be my friend? How do I do that? How do I break him down to see me as a friend and not want to put me in prison or kill me? Also, on the flip side, Will dressed up nice. He combed his hair. He made himself look nice for Hannibal. Seems a little bit sus. Like he's trying a little too hard to look impressive to him. But the game is afoot. The plays are being made, and I'm just gonna have to wait and see, I guess, to see where it goes forward. Obviously, I know that Will's motivation right now is that I'm gonna catch this guy. I'm gonna catch him. I'm gonna put him off on the back foot. I'm gonna make him feel comfortable, like something along those lines. I'm gonna make him feel too happy with himself, essentially. He's got everything that he wants, and how can I use that to my advantage? That's what I'm thinking Will's play is. But Hannibal be tricksy. He knows things ahead of people. He's 2 steps ahead. He knows what Will's game probably is, and he's probably already got 5 plans to deal with it. So we'll see. Thank God we didn't have to see any more Alana Bloom, Hannibal kissy kissy smooch smooch time, because nope, not here for that. Not here for that. But I am also worried about Alana's life. Like, it feels like 2 or 3 people have said to her, look, there's only one way this ends for you if you keep doing what you're doing right now. And yep, I'm kind of right there with them, because he's basically using you to get to an end, and as soon as your usefulness is up, or you become the slightest bit suspicious, there's only one way it ends for you. It was interesting at the start, though, having Will obviously going back into the field. It was so bizarre seeing him out in the open. Such a weird feeling. Like, it was like this wash of fresh breath, like having him out in the open spaces once again. And when he came in to have a look at where Miriam was found, it was pretty much confirmed what I was already saying, thinking that this is all a show. It's all there for purpose. There's details there for purpose. It's all there for you, Jack, to piece it together to point you away from Hannibal somehow. That's what this all is. But it was nice for Will to come in and just confirm all of that, basically. Just like, yep, this is all a show. It's all theatre. It's all to get him off the hook somehow, and we have to figure out what that is. And, you know, Will knew. Will knew the entire time, and yet, even though he's innocent, out in the free open air, people are still like, I don't believe you, Will. Like, it's maddening. It's maddening. But boy, oh boy, does it bring the tension up constantly. Constantly, the tension is just rising, because I don't know. Obviously, we know there's a fight coming. We don't know what the result of that fight's going to be. We know they both get injured, but there's a 3rd season, so we know there's going to be something that'll lead into that 3rd season. What that may be, who fucking knows? And then we've got the big old question mark of Gillian Anderson's character. Where's she gone? Is she going to come back into this somehow? What's she going to do to stir the pot? There's lots of questions going forward, but I feel like the focus now is Will and Hannibal back in therapy with one another. What Will's going to be doing with Jack going forwards, how Miriam is going to go forward from here, and if Frederick's alive or not. He seems pretty dead. But I don't trust this show until I actually see dead body dead. Like, we saw Gideon dead here, so off the board, he's done. Still no Abigail, although obviously I'm not forgetting Katz saw something down in his basement, which I'm willing to bet is Abigail. I said on the last video I like watching this show week to week and just letting the episodes sit with me, but my god, I'm just like, give me the next bit. Give me the next bit, please. I want to see what happens next. God damn it. And the thing is, we've still got like 6 episodes, I think, of the season to go. There's a lot that could happen in 6 episodes based on how these episodes have been going. Like, they're cramming a lot in these episodes. Like, so much like pushing forward of characters and story in the space of a few episodes, and yet we've still got 6 to go. Like, what can possibly happen? What could possibly happen next? That's going to last that long. That, I don't know. So obviously we know Will still on Hannibal's trail. Jack is kind of in 2 minds. He wanted to go back to his old self of looking at the easy answer. Hey, the evidence is there. This is the answer. Bada bing, bada boom. But Will's telling me this, and I should probably trust Will. So I was saying at the start of the episode, I didn't trust you. I didn't try to help you. I didn't look for you, and I should have done. And I think that's conflicting in Jack. And, you know, ultimately, I think he's going to know his mistake. Well, we know he's going to find his mistake out eventually. And then there's Alana. What's she going to do? There's so much that... There's going to be death. There's going to be death. There's going to be death. And I said this as well last time as well. But again, the show does a really, really precise and good job of this. Of just putting things right in front of your eyes. And yet also having it covered with a blanket, so you don't really notice it quite right. Like, it's advertising it. It's advertising what's going on right in front of you, and yet you only kind of piece it together exactly the moment that the show wants you to piece it together, which is genius. It's so well done. But it's also, this episode in particular has made me realize that there were probably all sorts of little clues in the first season that were really understated, underplayed things that are probably going to come back round in other big ways. I mean, this whole Frederick situation, you know, all of this has been seeded from season 1. And it wasn't overtly like in your face. It just kind of came across as, oh, well, this is Hannibal being a bit creepy, and, you know, he's probably got like a plan to use this, but I'm not sure. It just comes off as a bit weird, and he's just kind of meddling and like doing things for his own curiosity kind of deal. But nope, it was part of a bigger plan if he needed it later down the line. So I'm sure there are other things that were seeded in season 1, and I'm sure there are things that were seeded in this season that will probably come to fruition next season. Big puzzle box of, or more accurate description is, it's all ammunition in Hannibal's tool belt, essentially, for him to pick and use when he needs to enact whatever he needs to get away with it, or to manipulate someone the way he wants to, all of that stuff. But in a way where you as the audience member, it makes sense. You're like, oh shit, yeah, that did happen, didn't it? That did happen. He did say this to that person, and someone did this, and he could easily have manipulated things so it could look like this, and yeah. It's genius. It is genius. So my hopes going forward is that Miriam will hopefully live to see the truth, and you know, be able to face up to Hannibal in some way. Just because you want that as one of your hero characters, you want them to have some sort of closure, resolution that is the right one, and, you know, not have to be sacked with the guilt of shooting an innocent person effectively. You want that there to be an overcoming moment for her. So I'd hope to see that. I don't know if we're going to get that. And obviously I want Will to get one over on Hannibal. I mean, I love watching Hannibal manipulate events, coming up with all these dastardly plans that just work and well thought out. I love all that, but it makes me want to see Will succeed a bit more, because, you know, because ultimately Will is the hero of the piece, and you want to see your heroes win in some way eventually. I don't think it will be a traditional win by any stretch of the imagination, but I want to see him just get one over on Hannibal. And I kind of think Hannibal wants to see Will get one over on him. I think that's why he was so confused about when he nearly got killed, that he was kind of like proud of him in some ways. Like, he even so much as said so in the other episode when he said something along the lines of, if I was the guy who tried to kill you and this is how you tried to get your revenge, I would be impressed. He said something along those lines. I can't remember the exact line, but he basically did say that, hey, I'm proud of you, buddy. You doing me proud because I knew you had it in you. You know? So, you know, it's going to be a thing. It's going to be a thing. Oh, I'm excited. I'm excited and nervous all at once. It's Black Sails all over again. It's Black Sails all over again. Another solid episode. I love seeing all those things that were there in my head suddenly just click together, and you're like, oh god, this is where it's going. Love that stuff. Love that stuff when something is written as well as that and performed as well as that. Again, everyone's on top form and just relishing the material they've got to work with and the story that they're working with. It's just good to see, and that goes with direction again as well. Some great visuals in here as well. Yeah, another damn fine episode of Hannibal. I look forward to the next one. Chomping at the bit as always for more. I look forward to it. Hope to see you there. Thank you for watching this one, guys. If you enjoyed it, please press the thumbs up button. It helps me know you liked it. It helps it get seen by more people. Also consider subscribing and supporting the channel that way. There are Discord and Twitch links in the description, so come hang out over there as well. But that's everything. Thank you for watching. I will catch you on the next one.